chair of the LSK, the Law Society of Kenya.
Yes.
When the body was considered by some too radical, you know, by the administration then, yes, former President Moi. Yeah. How was it like about that time? How did you get into it? And because the country could count, as it were, on the LSK to speak legal matters, truth to power.
Well, that is probably true, but maybe perception rather than anything else. I think when I was involved with the Law Society for a very long time. In fact, since I became an advocate, I was involved in the Law Society Counsel. I was also in the Council of Legal Education. So we were championing some of these changes that needed to be made in the legal education system, as well as just the governance. Mm-hmm. When we were, at the time I became a chair of the Law Society, it coincided with tectonic changes in the country. And there was a great deal of political movement, changes that were required. And there was a lot required of the Law Society to speak, mm-hmm, not just as a law society, but almost as a party, as a political party.
Yes.
And there was I would say there were differences in opinion and philosophies as to how the Law Society ought to be engaged in that that matter, and so you found that even within the society, mm-hmm, there were factions, and there was a great deal of struggle. Mm-hmm. But I think also the Law Society did speak with a certain amount of conviction. I think they were involved in the changes that were going on and made their own contribution.